Sidnie from the Kaya, and we are hanging out here at Surrounded by the Sound Music and Arts Festival this weekend with our special guest, Space Coast Ghosts. What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing pretty friggin' well. I mean, it's a beautiful, weekend so far. We've been able to push off the rain a little bit. So fingers crossed. How you guys been so far? How's the festival been for you?
Good, man. It's been amazing. The whole tour's been really cool so far.
Let's go ahead and just start with introducing yourself. Let Kai fan that may not have heard of Space Coast Ghosts before, let them know who you are, what you do.
Okay, my name's Daniel Wander, and I scratch the samples, mess with beats and stuff.
And my name's Noah Prescott, and I do bass and vocals.
Awesome.
I'm Rocky Rucker, and I play guitar and vocals as well.
Rocky.
I'm Tyler G. I play in Vibes Farm on tour with these guys. Play guitar and sing.
Awesome. Dudes, well, thank you first just for coming to hang out with me, taking time out of, your schedule today. How did Space Coast Ghosts come to be? Like, what's your guys' origin story? I'm always curious.
Well, me and the original drummer of the band started about 6 years ago up in Georgia. And we just played in a cabin in the middle of the woods for like 2 years. We never played a show or anything. And then one day we actually went to 311 Powwow Festival.
Oh, okay.
They had the Spirit of the Swanee.
Yes.
And I was tripping on mushrooms watching the movement play. And I was just like, me and him looked at each other like, that's what we want to do for the rest of our lives. So moved down to South Florida, and that's why I ended up linking up with all these dudes. Yep,
yeah.
It just turned into something more than I could have imagined.
Where'd the name come from? How'd you come up with it?
So when we used to live in Georgia, pot used to be $25 a gram. That's serious. $25 a gram. It's not cool. So we used to go down to South Florida to like pick it up, and when I would go get my pot from South Florida, I'd have friends who would want some too, so I'd pick some for them. So at some point in my past, I ended up getting a pretty large amount into a duffel bag, and I was on a Greyhound, my drummer, heading back up to Georgia, and we were stopped on the Space Coast. This is before the band had a name or anything. And usually on the Greyhound, they only check your carry-on, not your underneath bag. And so as we're sitting in line, waiting for our bus transfer, I look and they have like a K9 unit and a sheriff, and they're going through everybody's underneath bag.
It's like,
and so there was nothing we could really do except like I didn't want to be sketchy and walk out with the bag, so we just left the bag there and went like we were going to the bathroom and never came back. Space Coast Ghosts.
Ghosted. Wow.
Just ghosted on the Space Coast. Yeah.
I like it. Then that is a perfect fit. I mean, you guys do. You got kind of like psychedelic, funk reggae vibe. I want to talk about your musical influences. Who kind of inspired you guys, individually, like either growing up or now, like that have kind of been able to, build you as a musician that you are.
Well, that kind of is awesome because we all come from different backgrounds, Like I'm more hip hop and electronic oriented. It goes down rock and roll, reggae. So we kind of took everything and put it into one big bucket and saw what we could come up with.
Yeah, it's like.
But I have trumpet. Like I'm like old brass player. I was playing in the marching band when I was younger. So, I don't know. Noah has an extensive music background.
Yeah, I draw a lot of inspiration from like Rage Against the Machine, Led Zeppelin, and honestly a lot of local talent in South Florida. Spread the Dub, Everyman.
Yeah, there's a really good scene.
Even Vibes Farm, just getting to like play intimately with all these other bands. It's just like really good.
You do. You start to kind of jam and kind of vibe and
you
just
pick
kind
up
of
other people's styles and mix them with your own. It's really cool.
Fuse this new, just baby, that you did not know could be created, and it's just like from such a like a wide range of genres.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. What about you, Rocky?
It's fun, like playing different styles of music and like finding a way of putting together in one song and make it like a journey where it's just fun to play and it's fun to listen to. Definitely like we all like reggae music. We also like Rage Against the Machine, so why not put it together?
Yeah,
we're all Rage Against the Machine fans.
Oh, absolutely.
I rather give up the Rage.
That was like our soundtrack of our childhood.
I wish I would have wore my Rage Against the Machine Nuns with Gun shirt. Yes.
Exactly. I've been a big influence for them.
Big fan. All right, what about you? Who inspired you growing up?
I started out playing classic rock guitar, and just got heavily into reggae because it's really soulful and you really feel it. So of course I started out like listening to Bob Marley, and then got into other stuff like Richie Spice and Buju Banton and stuff like that. And then of course Slightly Stupid, Pepper, the guys that are doing it right now, which is real cool. So
Yeah.
glad to be a part of it.
It's a good community. I like, because you come to festivals like this and everyone just immediately is just best friends, and everyone's in it for each other. We all just camp out in the woods and just to me it's a magical time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm really glad that we could all share this together here in this magical oasis that we're hanging out. So you guys have been playing, 6 years, just in general. I know you have come across maybe some memorable moments or crazy stories along the way. Does anyone have any things they want to share? This is my favorite question to ask.
So, this is the part where we tell you a story that's not the craziest story, because we can't tell you the craziest story. But we'll tell you one very
That's
close
the one
to
when the camera shuts on.
we'll tell you that
Which
one.
one is
Yeah.
There's a few.
There's been some really funny ones, some really crazy ones. We got to watch Rocky play a concert to about 450 cows. There's a video of it on our Facebook page.
Check that
and
out.
you can actually watch them as he starts to play. Like, we're sitting there, he's not playing, the cows are chilling on the other side of the field. As he starts to play, they all just stampede across the field to us.
Just totally
Front row all the way up to the
I was
fence.
playing C, by
He
the
was
way.
playing
In the key of C.
so.
Wow. All right, so I'm probably going to find a link to that video and put it in the description of this,
It was
because
like
I
the
want
It was this time last year.
Yeah, it was actually a year ago.
It was on our tour. Yeah, we were on our way
We were
back
on our
from
way here
here.
this round of a second.
Back?
It's
No,
anniversary.
On the way back?
wow, I'm happy
part,
anniversary.
The best part at the end of the video, we're filming and all of a sudden you see it kind of move down real quickly and whatnot, because at that time we're just so memorized by the moment. We hear a truck pull off and guys like, you guys aren't from here? I'm like, oh, shit.
What are you doing, my cow?
The video ends all randomly,
Video
but
cows.
that was the behind the scenes moment of that video.
That is freaking amazing. I mean, if you can, get a room full of cows together,
Yeah.
I feel like that
We're
just
firm
shows
believers in
Music
that.
that
is
shows the
universal
power of
language,
music,
man.
though. Yeah.
the power,
I mean, they don't even know. They're like, that
was
shit's
talking to
banging.
cows.
So let's go over there.
That was on last tour, but on this one, we actually pulled up into a Taco Bell, and we beatboxed for this lady, and we made her lose her mind so much that she literally got on her headset and she was like, "Okay, thank you for coming to Wendy's," and she worked at Taco Bell,
We have a
and we
video.
caught it right on that video.
There's a video of that too.
That reaction.
It was
And
a
she was
complete on
like,
the spot,
"Thank you for coming to Wendy's," and we were like, "Wendy's, we just made
We're
her."
like, you work at Taco Bell? She's like, did I just say Wendy's?
Yeah,
You just blew her mind. She was just like, fast food place, Wendy's.
yeah, it was the Taco Bell.
Remix.
Wow, it sounds like a
Remix.
platinum, single just waiting to happen.
Oh, absolutely. We're trying to get those unlimited.
Yeah, the $500.
Chalupas.
Yeah, we're trying to get a Taco Bell sponsorship as we speak.
Yeah.
Taco Bell. Watching
Look,
this
they
shit.
started
Taco Bell.
opening
We're
up
coming for you.
those cantinas,
Help us get the
with the
$500
slushies.
Yeah.
So I feel like
Corona slushies.
this is the time to get in on that. So let's go ahead. Let's see. What is your guys' favorite place to write music or jam or get inspired?
I just like riding at the ghost house, on tour and out in nature is always really nice too. It can be very productive. We got a pretty cool spot down south where it's just band house and
Yeah.
film directors, and we just all
With a name like the Ghost House, I feel like that would be
Yeah.
the place to be.
Oh, yeah.
the concept behind it has been many different ghost house since Space Coast Ghost started, and you can never really pinpoint where it will be, but
Well, I like
it
that,
is
yeah,
what it is
because
right now.
it shows,
shifts.
fluidity. You're gonna just
Yeah.
kind of just move with,
Exactly.
the energies.
Coming to a town near you.
Yes,
Ghost
yes,
house.
Let's link up.
for sure. Find them at the Ghost House. So, what do you guys do in your off time when you're not playing music?
I mainly just annoy these three dudes.
Yeah, I
full-time
make sure,
job.
I make sure they don't lose any of their shit.
You've all got like little responsibilities. Like, God damn it, he's
Yeah.
doing this again.
Something music related if I'm not playing music.
Yeah.
Seeing other
Fair.
homies play or listen
Yeah.
to records. Get the music
It's the way of life, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we bring it with us
Best way,
wherever we
man.
go, even on our off time. We're either listening to it, playing it, thinking it, writing it,
Mm-hmm.
or supporting it in some way.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're from Florida, so we love the beach. It's
Inspiration,
Yeah.
pops out. I think the ocean is just so great just because of its powerful, nature
absolutely.
of, every day it comes in, it comes out, but never the same way twice. And I think that's what's great about kind of, meeting new people, you know, it's just like you never really get the same experience twice. You get to kind of like build on that.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about future, you know, for Space Coast Ghost. What do you guys got kind of in the works, or, you know, that you guys are sort of, you know, making goals for?
Well, we just dropped a new single. It's on all platforms: Spotify, iTunes, Google Play. Find it on YouTube or go through our website to get to the links. It's called Space Fried Dope. Been working on it for a while. We just released it, and it's definitely one of the songs we're proudest of. Out of all the songs we have out right now, we put a lot of work into it. We have an upcoming full-length album that's going to be announced when it will be dropped, but it should be sometime around the end of the year.
Okay, so soon. Yeah. That's soonish.
It is soon, and we're on tour right now. Our next show after this is actually New Jersey, and then we got a festival in Baltimore with The Movement and Joint Operation after that.
Okay.
So, and we've already got our full nationwide 5-week tour booked in November. So we'll be going out to California, hooking up with some homies out there: Tunnel Vision, Kyle Smith Band,
nice,
Stinky Gringos. So,
yeah, that'll be fun though.
Yeah, so
hit the other coast.
The next 6 months.
Get to ghost the other coast.
We definitely have a lot going. Our main thing in the long term, one of our main things, is we have a hashtag campaign going right now. First Band on the Moon. And we aim to be the first band to play a rock show on the moon.
That would be insane.
Elon Musk, if you're listening.
SpaceX, we're heading,
listening. We're heading to the moon. That's literally our goal. We set goals that are possibly impossible.
But they're perfectly possible since they're impossible. You know?
First band on the moon.
Yeah, first band on the moon.
It's so, I mean, it should be a thing. And if it was, you
check
guys
us out at our merch booth.
We have literally been, we've been like researching how we would do certain elements, like play music to be able to play.
We're gonna have to, you know, change the guitars. The strings are gonna have to be a larger gauge with a bigger fretboard because of the gloves we'll have to wear. And there's just several different engineering things that you've had to look into on the back end, besides just actually getting into a rocket and flying the fucking space.
Right.
Yeah, we get up there and we're like, duh! What's going on?
Wow. My fingers are crossed for you guys in your journey. You know, you need any signatures for any petitions to get you guys going. I'm first in line.
We can start it right here. Go ahead.
Yeah, we can.
After this, go ahead and start the...
We'll go ahead. We'll get a list of signatures.
Hashtag First Band on the Moon, man. Go to Elon Musk's
We should just get a
Space
clipboard, you know, and walk around the festival for the rest of the weekend and get some people.
There
I think we can
That's
probably
a really good idea for marketing.
Yeah, we'll link up.
We found our new manager.
Our new marketing manager right here.
We'll link up after the
Watch
show. All right, guys. So I have a very, 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 very important question to ask you guys.
Yes.
Hard or soft tacos? Go.
Hard.
Soft.
Oop. Soft. Okay.
Double-deckered, soft and hard.
This man is revolutionary.
I actually watched him do that like less than 72 hours ago. So he's living what he's talking, I swear.
Look, taco life is the only life, at least for me.
Makes the world go round.
Exactly. See,
I'll still eat hard tacos, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
So make sure.
It actually depends on if you have chips or not.
True, there is a whole
It's
like.
corn or flour.
Oh.
I'm sorry to bring it there.
Are we talking Tex-Mex or
We're going
Mexican?
back to onions right now.
What
Okay.
are we talking?
I mean, corn.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm on the same team.
There we go.
Soft or crunchy with corn. It's great.
Okay. I think that's always like, you know, a point of, you know, like divide, you know. It's what people are really fighting about.
Well, I mean, and that's a real testing question. Somebody could say they don't like tacos at that point, in which case
would
everybody in the interview would know. No,
interview's over. We're done. Thank you for your time. No, dude, no, seriously, guys, thank you for your time. You guys have been so much fun. I am fingers crossed so hard for your guys' trip to the moon, because you guys should be the first band in space.
We will be.
So, while we're on the topic and while we've got your attention, shout out every social media that you've got. Obviously, we got hashtag First Band on the Moon. Yes. What do we got? Where do we go?
Hashtag Don't Eat Taco Bell on tour in a van with 8 guys. Hashtag Smelly Van.
Pro tips.
Hashtag Dreads in my coffee.
That happened too.
Hashtag Goat.
Dreads cotton tents.
No, we're doing hashtag Vibes Farm Space Vibes tour. That's what we're on. We're combining Vibes Farm and Space Coast for like a super group, and that's what we played for the set yesterday. It was awesome. I loved it.
Awesome, dude. Powerhouse.
So you're gonna see a lot of that on this tour, and hopefully in the future too, as well. And we're out one drummer. He is actually sleeping in a cabin somewhere that is unreachable by foot. So
yes, gotta
just
recharge.
shout out to Joe Cole.
Joe Cole.
He's here in
We miss you,
spirit.
buddy.
Yeah, he helped us out. We actually just lost a drummer right before tour, so he filled in and just learned all our songs like pretty much overnight.
Nice,
So,
nice.
big shout out to him. And we're going to be doing our music video premiere for Space Fried Dope. So hashtag Space Fried Dope, and that'll be at Respectable's world famous location in West Palm Beach.
Okay.
We're going to do a video premiere in the middle of our show, and then
Whoa.
rock out with a bunch of bands.
That is sick.
Yeah, so that's going to be September 14th.
Okay, so that's you know, like a couple weeks away.
And we just want to give a special thanks to Surrounded by the Sound, all the crew.
Yes.
They've been so hospitable
Zach
and
Fowler,
they make you
Matt
feel
Bond, Jono.
comfortable.
It's the
Definitely
perfect
the
time.
whole
Yeah,
crew.
It really
everyone
is.
works together really well.
We love it. This is our third year here, and we were here when it was Irie Vibes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
So you've been through the
Actually,
changes.
A good story is our show there. We waited. I mean, we went across. Like we had so many issues. We got here and we go to play and it was raining. And there was nobody here. There's one dude.
There was one guy.
One guy with coconut boobs and a grass miniskirt, and he
danced
just
in a thunderstorm the whole time.
The
in front of
thunderstorm
us
in the
there.
rain, just like he got down and we played like it was 100 million people.
And last night when we played, he was out in the crowd.
we saw him. He's here somewhere.
Yeah, he's
so we
here.
need to find this guy. If anybody
Yes.
knows coconut boob grass skirt dude,
Please send them their way.
we need to see you,
That's
buddy.
awesome though. It just shows like, just like playing the cows, playing to one guy versus, thousands of people. It doesn't matter. It's about, everyone
about
just
playing your music.
feeling that.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's why I love your guys' energy and your passion, and just putting yourselves out there and, having a, goal like playing on the moon.
Yeah.
You don't talk to that many bands that are actually legitimately looking into those things. I think that's incredible. So thank you guys again for
thank you
hanging
for
out.
having us.
Please stay up to date. Anything and everything Space Coast Ghost. # First Band on the Moon. Please go ahead. If you see me, sign the petition because we're really going to start it. But please subscribe, follow to all the links that they shouted out. They're going to be in the description. We're hanging out Surrounded by the Sound. It's been a beautiful weekend, and I'm super stoked to continue on with the good vibes. So thank you all. Kaya out.
Certain that they hurt, we get hurt, 'cause we my brain